All right, so with the addition of Riddhi's Air Jordan 1 Low from the Doernbecher series, I finally completed the entire Air Jordan Doernbecher collection that I've actually released since 2007 onwards. So in this video, I wanted to just show you guys kind of each and every one of those sneakers, let you guys know who the person was that designed the shoe, and if you don't know anything about the Doernbecher Children's Hospital, I wanted to give you a little bit more information about that as well. If you don't know anything about Doernbecher Children's Hospital, the logo is like right here on the back of one of the shoes. It's very prominent along the boxes as well, but it's basically a children's hospital in Portland, Oregon, where they help children that have lots and lots of illnesses. And some of the children in the hospital get selected to be part of the Nike Doernbecher Freestyle collections. And we've gone on like 18 years. I think this is part of the Doernbecher Freestyle 18. So 18 years. And basically the kids get a Nike design team behind them. They get a pair of sneakers assigned to them. They don't know necessarily which model they're going to get. But once they get the model assigned to them, it's really up to them to determine how they actually want to make that shoe look. And they can be all sorts of creative with the products. Sometimes they get licensing rights, like a special licensing right here with the Superman on the tongue. Sometimes they draw inspiration from their favorite TV shows, like those ones are like Dragon Ball Z inspired, or their favorite baseball teams or sports teams. But basically they just get free reign to do whatever they want, and Nike works with them the best that they can to make that happen. They do a limited release of all the products, and 100% of the proceeds go directly to Doernbecher Children's Hospital, and they raised millions and millions of dollars over there through the last 18 years. So it's just one of those programs that I'm happy to see them continue to evolve, and it's super fun to be able to see. Obviously, a fan of Jordan since I was a kid as well. These ones usually take priority of most of the releases. However, I do have other releases other than the Jordans from some of the past. But this collection took a long time to actually collect, because each shoe represents 1 year of them actually releasing. So that being said, I'll show you guys each of the models from the first one to the last, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. Starting off with the very first one of the Doernbecher collection. This was the first launched Jordan that they actually had, and this is from 2007 by Sheridan, and he did a crazy job on here. It kind of has that Seattle Supersonics colors in the green and the gold, black as well. Really nice colorway, and then the S on the tongue right here. On the inside of the tongue, it actually is a nice nod. It says designed by Sheridan Brenton, February 22, 2007. Limited edition it even says, but the very first one. 2008, Tony Taylor designed the Air Jordan 1. This one says Mr. Boober on the tongue, and you can see some palm trees on the sides of the shoe. Very interesting material on here as well, but a really, really nice one, and the only Air Jordan 1 high out of all of the Doernbecher collection. In fact, all of these are singular, like they have basically one model that they went with, and then the last recent years they went with the Air Jordan 5 low and the Air Jordan 1 low. We still have not seen an Air Jordan 11 yet from any of the Doernbecher line. I'm curious what they're going to do, because 11 is kind of a coveted model. It's historically been the most coveted model, so it'll be interesting to see if they actually let somebody design the Air Jordan 11, but honestly, a lot of people are waiting for the Air Jordan 4 again too, because I mean, obviously it's an Air Jordan 4, and the Air Jordan 3s are obviously very coveted as well. But before we get into those, 2009, Jordan Dark designed this crazy colorway, Brave kind of inspired, of the Air Jordan 6. And I still remember when these originally released. I went to the Nike employee store, and they had these in stock, and I did not buy them. I passed on them, because at the employee store back then, everything was half price, but these ones were actually there for full price, and I was like, oh man. The way my budget was set up back then, I was like, I can get twice as many things in the store if I pay half price for things instead of the full price. But then I paid like $750 or $850 or something like that for these years later, and I wore them the first time, and the paint cracked a little bit on them. But amazing quality shoe on this one with the suede. And he did a really, really good job on these. I love the gold quilted liner on those as well. Next, 2010, we have Kohl's Air Jordan 3, one of my favorites probably out of the collection. It's such an incredible pair. The reflective upper is really nice. And the crazy part about these is it actually says Kohl on the little squares in print. It's really cool. It's really kind of cryptic, but a very nice look to that. Metallic on the midsole and then clear on the outsole. A lot of kids actually do clear outsoles with extra little meaning behind there. It's something we always like to see. And then on the flip side of here, there's actually chocolate and spaghetti. So kind of cool little Easter eggs that they put on the 3s. Isaiah Scott designed the Air Jordan 4s in 2011. This has probably become one of everybody's favorite colorways with the Superman on the tongue. It's such a crazy, loud inspiration. Like the arrows all over the upper, the fact that you have him like right here on the back, and then the Superman obviously on the tongue, and the little bit of comic inspired words on the bottom of the shoe. The crazy hits of green mixed with the darker green here, and then the blue piping, and everything on this shoe is just wild and crazy. But for some crazy reason it works, and it works well. And I definitely love wearing this one. Anytime I wear those ones, it usually turns heads. 2012, we have the Air Jordan 9 by Oswaldo. This colorway was super fire as well. I think it says little chicken here, and then it has feathers all over the upper in gold, but gold, white, and then the outsoles are really nice as well with the clear. Really good looking colorway of the Air Jordan 9. 2013, Daniel Pena designed this crazy looking pair of 10s. Really interesting upper on here. It has a bunch of different textures on the upper and then on the outsole as well. Really a dark looking shoe, but really nice. Kind of a sleeper in my opinion of all of the Doernbecher releases, but definitely a really nice one. And then also in that same year, 2013, we do have the Air Jordan 5s as well. Designed by Isaac. And rest in peace, Isaac. He actually was the one child designer that passed away before this product actually released. It was really sad, to be honest. The year after he passed away, I wore these shoes to the Doernbecher Freestyle event, and his families are like, hey, I like those shoes. I didn't know it was his family, and then I found out it was his parents and his siblings, and we talked for like 10 minutes or so. It was really nice to talk to them. There's a poem on the outside of the shoe. Everything kind of glows in the dark as well, all the accents. But rest in peace, Isaac. This is just one of those ones that I you know, it's like, it gets me every single time. Kids should not be passing away so young, and it's just really unfortunate, which is why I really appreciate what Doernbecher Children's Hospital does, because they really help prevent a lot of bad things happening to a lot of good people otherwise. So let's continue though. 2014, we have Caden's Air Jordan 8, and this is just one of those ones that just works. There is like paint splatter on the upper as well as the thumbprints that's actually glow in the dark. It says Brave, has a bunch of cool things like the Shaka right here, has his numbers on here. It says Believe. I love the iridescence around here as well. It looks really nice. And then the flaming basketball on the bottom, super fire. Materials are also very premium on here as well. In 2015, we have the Air Jordan 13s, and this is done by John Charles. This is actually a really dope one as well. The teal upper on here is crazy, and then it has that kind of snakeskin underneath, and then pink on the outsole. And actually the laces were lime green, similar to the Jordan on the tongue. However, I actually changed them out for black laces. I just thought it looked a little bit more toned down, but honestly, you could go with the regular laces, and these things are crazy as well. I love what he did with these as well. It's like very unique and really cool to see like the imagination that some of these kids bring to the table when they're creating some of their own shoes. 2016, the Air Jordan 7 created by Damian. This one is crazy too, with the red and the black. Again, very interesting texture, gold accents all over the shoe. I love the pull tab right here, how it's all iridescent, and then the bottom of the shoe is really cool, how they kind of encapsulate him on the bottom in a cartoon. I think that's really cool. You also have a guitar pick here on the front, so Damian did a great job on these ones as well. 2017, we have a girl designer, Carissa, the Air Jordan 12. She did a great job on these as well. The pink accents are really nice. The pink camo on the outsole. The pizza aglet thing down here, this thing is awesome. I love the fact that it says hope down the front of the shoe right here as well. Lots and lots of words of inspiration on a lot of these releases, which is just something that's super cool to see. Also, the fuzzy laces, super killer, honestly ahead of its time. And then family with the heart on this side. And then the pods in the bottom are see-through as well. Just a really cool design, very unique. 2018, we have Donovon's Air Jordan 15. Now, the Air Jordan 15, historically, not everybody's favorite model. It's a little bit weird looking with the crazy tongue out here, but he did a tremendous job on these regardless. It's Dragon Ball Z inspired. The gold on this midsole is just killer. In fact, I asked my daughter which is her favorite out of all these, and she said that these ones are her favorite. And you can see on the back, it's gold accents as well, gold lace tips. It's like the dragon skin suede on the upper. Really clean, simple looking, but very cool. 2019, we have Ethan's Air Jordan 14. Personally, I really love the Air Jordan 14. It's one of my first Air Jordan models that I actually bought with my own money. Anyways, Ethan did a crazy job on these things. The upper is just insane. The iridescence of that purple is so fire. And then also the bottom, how it wraps in that kind of iridescent, like goldy look to that as well. Very vibrant pair of shoes right here. He did a great job on these ones. It's kind of nice also that there's such a rainbow of different colors. Not everything's red, not everything's black, not everything's white. They literally cover like every color of the rainbow, which I think is super awesome. So there was no shoe that actually released in 2021. They had the Air Jordan 1 highs that were of course auctioned off, and of course I didn't get those. The prices are outrageous on those. Super cool concept though, what they did. They actually took little bits of all of these and created an Air Jordan 1 high. But in 2022, Michael Wilson came through with the Air Jordan 5 low top. I remember when these were dropping, it was like, what shoe are they going to be doing? And the fact that he did a 5 low top was super cool. I love how they used the little eyes right here on the side, made the little fighter pilot look on the side of the shoe. Nike swoosh on this side as well, kind of cool. And then you do have macaroni lasered on the toe box of the shoe, clear outsoles as well, and a macaroni right here, just cheesed up. I also like that the lace tips are actually rainbow, really cool details on that. But a really nice colorful version of the Air Jordan 5 low. Now we finally made it to 2023 in Riddhi's Air Jordan 1 low. And I had a chance to interview her in person when they were doing the Doernbecher Freestyle for this last year. And you have grass kind of inspired on parts of the upper, and then you have the rainbow laces. That was, I told her, I was like, that's the firest thing. The gradient fade rainbow laces just look so dope. I love what she did there. And then also you have a little daisy back here, and then it says Riddhi in that kind of Disney-esque font on the bottom of the shoe, like the clear see-through purple outsole is very, very cool. But the way that everything kind of flows together, it's actually something that goes really well. The greens are nice with the lime and the grass. The purples have a couple different hits. The whites as a primary, and then you do have those crazy laces that just really tie everything together. Nike actually ended up releasing more of these the other week, but I actually already paid for these at resale prices. I've just been waiting to do this video, so I've had them in my possession. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This is all of the Doernbecher Jordans that released so far from 2007 to 2023. If you guys do like this video, please drop a like. It's something that was a lot of fun to put together for you guys, and appreciate y'all for stopping by and watching. If you guys actually want to donate to Doernbecher Children's Hospital, I will link them in the description of the video. You can just go to their website and donate. It's no affiliation to me at all, but it's something if you feel inclined to donate. Honestly, it's amazing cause, and they do incredible work up there. So that's what we have. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully see you back on the channel for some more content. So subscribe and have a good rest of the day. All right, peace guys.